Andy Cowan for SevereMMA.com. We're here in TriStar Gym in Montreal with Irish Joe Duffy. Joe, a couple of weeks out from one of the biggest fights of your career. How's the camp going so far?
Yeah, it's going great, Andy. I don't know, I seem to enjoy this camp, so much more. I suppose the last camp I had a bit more pressure on it. But this camp, everything's going to plan. Weight's good. It's been good for a few weeks now. Training's going well. Excited to fight.
Talk about your opponent, James Vick. He's a little bit taller. He's a bit like, for a lightweight, he's like much bigger than kind of most of the lightweights would tend to be. Do you see any problems with him coming up to the fight?
I suppose, from a fighting perspective, is something I haven't come against in the octagon yet. Someone who's taller than me. So it's an exciting prospect for me. I feel it's another thing to overcome and to train for. But my partner when I first came here to TriStar was Tom Breeze. He was 6'3" himself. Used his range well. So even though he was southpaw, I feel like I've had time to adapt that since I've been here anyway.
We haven't seen you since March, and obviously since March we've seen the announcement of your teammate George St. Pierre's coming back to the octagon. How has it been training with George? Like, it's probably your first fight camp with George back as an active fighter.
Yeah, it's incredible. Before I even came to TriStar or all them years ago, watching George, I didn't realize I'd be at the same gym, training with him, and obviously for his comeback fight in Madison Square Garden is something special. Plus I got Eamon there as well. Eamon's normally in my corner, but it's going to be even more special having him there, fighting alongside each other.
How are you guys going to do it corner-wise? Like, what's going to be the setup? Like you said, Eamon's usually in your corner. Who's going to be in your corner for this fight?
This time it'll be Faraz and Mandel. Mandel's been helping me, since day one when I've been here. Also, incredible talent, and he's got great knowledge. So, I'm in good hands.
Yeah. We've just had an interim title fight in the lightweight division. Obviously, Conor McGregor is talking about coming back against either Tony Ferguson or Nate Diaz. You've got Eddie Alvarez fighting you've got Eddie Alvarez fighting in a couple of weeks. He's fighting Justin Gaethje. You've got Dustin Poirier fighting there in a couple of weeks. How do you see the lightweight division, maybe in 2-3 months? Where do you think you're going to stand in it?
I think the division's always been stacked. You talk about all them fights, and any of them guys could beat each other on any given day. I think that's what makes this division so exciting. I think that's why there's never been a champion this reign for maybe more than 3 fights, I would say. I think hopefully a good win put me in the rankings would be nice. I don't think James is ranked, but maybe good fight, good performance, maybe it'll put me up there at least.
And then obviously this fight's coming in New York, like a lot of Irish history in New York. What's the buzz like coming into the fight? Like, do you feel it's a big occasion coming into the fight, or is it just like any other fight for you?
As soon as I got told about the fight, it was a big occasion for me. Madison Square Garden, obviously historic. I remember when I was down in New York training at Henzo's, and I remember we were there on Paddy's Day, and I can remember the amount of Irish walking around the place and the buzz. So obviously it's going to be something special fighting there in New York.
And there's a lot of talk, obviously, of Conor maybe defending his belt St. Patrick's Day in New York next year. Obviously that's a card you would love to be on. Any idea of an opponent, or is it too soon to say?
Yeah, that's it. I don't like to look past the guy I'm fighting. I've made that mistake in the past, and it's something I don't intend to do again. My focus is on James at the minute, and I know I got a tough fight on my hands. But obviously, I would love to be on that card. Paddy's Day, Madison Square Garden, that'd be sick.
You've signed a lot. You've signed an 8-fight contract. What's the long-term goal here? Where are we going to see you going past 2018, maybe into 2019? Where do you see yourself? Where do you want to be?
I think just got to take it obviously one fight at a time, but also one step at a time. So fight James, hopefully get the win there, and then see where that puts me. I don't know whether that puts me in the rankings or it's definitely going to be close to the rankings. So maybe then next fight, if that went well, then it would be fighting to get into the rankings. So we'll see.
Perfect, Joe. Best of luck on November 4th.
Thank you.